І ми завершуємо останньою доповіддю, яка буде стосуватися теми розробка масштабу залучення громадян до прийняття рішень щодо сталого розвитку, теоретична основа і концептуальна модель. Ну, взагалі, коли я чую поняття «сталий розвиток», то завжди задаюсь питанням, чи взагалі може бути розвиток сталим. Ну, але це вже інша філософська, інший філософський аспект. От. Тому вашій увазі пропонується доповідь від групи дослідників із Вільнюського технічного університету, ŠÜMAKARIS Паулюса, KOVAIT誼 Крістіни і BUTVILAS Томаса. Доповідати від цієї групи буде Томас. Hello, Томас.
Hello once again. Great to have opportunity to participate in this conference already for second time. And I want to first of all share my screen with all of us. And can you see it?
We see it.
Okay, and I make it larger. So I want to share some insights of our teamwork along with associated professors Kristina and Paulius ŠūMAKARIS. We are involved in the civic engineer project on citizens' engagement in sustainability decisions. And here are some theoretical insights while developing the scale, measuring citizens' engagement levels in their sustainability decisions. Next slide. Okay, where is that? Oh, okay, why it doesn't go? Somehow, maybe I will go this way because I don't know why, but it doesn't allow, my computer doesn't allow to switch arrows.
Slide.
Next to the next slide, or maybe if I do this, okay, maybe this way. First of all, what we found out, speaking about citizens' engagement in theoretical overview, while doing this systematic theoretical analysis on the information, both academic and legal regulations in European Union about citizens' engagement, it is said that behavior change remains essential to achieve European Union recycling targets, but still some gaps persist between environmental attitudes and people's behavior. That means that still quite many people would support sustainability, but often do not act accordingly, like using reused materials from plastic, from tires and other materials in their daily life routine. Also, construction sector recycling faces specific institutional and social barriers as well as some legal regulations. So we still face a lack of incentives, also initiatives from communities, unclear regulations sometimes, limited infrastructure, and also weak social value norms. Okay, moving next. What gaps we identified while analyzing available academic and legal data. First of all, and all this really helped us to approach to this scale construction of the scale to measure and test citizens' engagement level. So first of all, we found out existing gap in regards to awareness and behavior. When people know about recycling and the value of it, even economical value of it, but still rarely apply it in construction choices, in their decision-making processes, in their daily life routine of using reused materials, whether construction materials or other means. Another gap still is of high importance would be policy and practice. That means that different policies in different European Union countries exist, but still implementation of it remains inconsistent across different municipalities and also different EU countries, especially when we came up to the point of unified statistical information about how different countries what is the patterns and ways of using reused materials in different countries. This statistical information remains inconsistent, and different countries differently collect the data, and not always like every month or every second month the information comes into statistical pot, so to speak. Also, another, let's say, gap or area still exists, which is infrastructure. When insufficient recycling stations, we have still poor material availability, some logistical barriers, even lack of ICT, informational, communicational, technological support, like mobile applications. We don't, well, there is quite enough information about where we should put some wastes and how often is allowed per person per year, let's say in our country, to provide some garbage, that constructional garbage, and so on, but still this information is not sufficient, and quite many people still struggle while finding information on internet about the spots where we can present that garbage, so to speak, wastes, and get rid of it for the purposes to be reused of all this material. Another gap that we came up to as well is technological adoption, which means low familiarity with recycled material innovations, reduces trust, whether there is a meaning. Sometimes people would raise a question about the meaning of doing these kind of things, and use the reused material. And this level of trust is not that high that we would expect, and that European Union legal regulations and researches from different agencies would say it should be a standard of this trust. Also, social and I would say educational gaps still exist about how we educate our young generation in regards to using reused materials, or how to operate with the wastes that we have, or garbages appropriately. So also in this regard, we may state that still weak community pressure or peer examples discourage behavioral changes in our daily lives. So the scope of our research in this project that we are involved is to develop and conceptualize a multidimensional scale, evaluating citizens' involvement in the use of recycled construction materials, integrating psychological, institutional, social, practical, and technological dimensions that come from this previous academic and legal information analysis. Moving next, we set several objectives for this research that we are still in the process, and then coming to this constructed scale testing, like having an experts evaluation on that. So first of all would be analysis of theoretical factors that influence citizens' engagement by reviewing both behavioral policy and social theories, also developing a conceptual model based on the evidence, integrating multiple dimensions into a coherent structure, as it was mentioned through all these 5 layers or dimensions, and finally prepare a foundation for future empirical validation, ensuring scale adaptability for cross-national researches, not only dedicated for Lithuanian purposes, but across other countries as well. Speaking about this theoretical framework, we came up to some theories that align with the scope of our research. Several of them are mentioned here. Would be value belief norm theory that explains moral motivations of people. Then a theory of planned behavior that also explains and explores attitudes with intentions to do something. Diffusion of innovations theory that clarifies adoption of new materials in our daily life, like reused materials for second time, for third time, and so on. Social norms theory also that speaks and explains the importance and the value of pair and community, and all these examples and the pressure of community should be as one of the key factors in making decisions of using reused materials. And then also institutional governance theory that highlights regulatory and policy drivers. Now a quick stop to what we already have, this structure of, I'm sorry, of this scale, and the scale is the scale consists of 5 domains or dimensions. First of all, we go through individual attitudes, including both personal values, environmental concern, self-efficacy, awareness of having knowledge, let's say, about available materials that I can use in my daily life, and suppliers that provide these materials. And also speaking about the attitudes, very important factor is perceived benefits of doing this. So that would be economic, aesthetic, functional advantages. The second part of it includes 2 other domains. That would be institutional support. We are going to measure through that dimension as well, citizens' engagement into the reused material usage and decision making in sustainability context. So institutional support takes policy effectiveness, financial incentives, regulation and compliance, and waste infrastructure, what we were mentioning before, this accessibility and system efficiency, where I can get materials, where I can provide my wastes and garbage, let's say. Also social norms and education importance would be taken into account community engagement, for instance, local initiatives and civic participation, having a voice in the community and making a decision all together. Also, a very important factor is peer influence, social approval, examples of the others, existing group norms, and modeling. Finally, we have fourth and fifth dimensions or domains in this scale that we will be using while measuring the engagement of the citizens in those practices. So that would be practical factors, checking cost comparisons and perceived economic value, how people understand the value, not only moral, philosophical, but also economic value of doing these things, and also technological advancements dimension or domain, which goes through adoption and trust and awareness, let's say willingness to try recycled-based innovations, confidence in material safety and durability. When I do, let's say, reconstructions in my flat or at my house, and I use some materials, recycled materials for this. So how much I trust into the durability of these materials, and also understanding new circular economy situations as well. And all of this, we may visualize all these domains in this scale of citizen involvement, engagement, could be conceptualized and visualized in such a figure. What was mentioned, these five domains are key parts while analyzing, testing citizens' engagement into these practices of using recycled material, reused materials in the context of sustainability. And speaking about those five domains, we may say that they are interrelated tightly, dynamically, and reinforce each other. Also, institutional support strengthens attitudes, people's attitudes, and reduces barriers of low trust and so on. That was mentioned in the theories that we found out. Social norms amplify behavioral intentions, especially when we have examples of the others in the community. Practical and technological aspects shape real-world feasibility, and together, all of them explain citizen engagement as a whole process. Psychological, philosophical, social, cultural, and so on. So far, we may say that behavioral determinants strongly influence willingness to adopt recycled materials in our daily life. On the other hand, policies should be backed by clear communication, which sometimes we miss from local government, municipalities, or national government and should be visible. Communities with strong social ties demonstrate higher recycling rates. That shows other researchers in other countries, Spain, Italy, France, and then so on. And technological innovations, like it was mentioned, ICT tools, mobile apps, and so on, require trust building and awareness campaigns through educational means, other communicational channels, advertisement, social advertisement, and so on, because we still lack of that information and communication. And summing up these insights that we approached so far, while constructing the scale, we may say that this multidimensional scale provides a structure and theoretically grounded evidence-based approach to assess and improve citizens, not only Lithuanian citizens, but from other countries as well, engagement in recycled construction materials and decision-making in the context of sustainability. And also, all of this supports evidence-based decision-making and aligns with the European Union, European Commission, and other agencies' circular economy goals. So that would be brief presentation about where we are at the moment with this research topic on citizens' engagement in sustainability decision-making process. And soon we plan to go for this expert evaluation and then let this scale to be validated statistically and so on. So thank you so much for your attention and possibility to discuss a little bit about what we are doing in regards of this sustainability context.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you. Шановні учасники конференції, якщо у когось є запитання, будь ласка, напишіть в чат, поки я буду завершувати наше пленарне